The Tragedy of Cinema podcast is intended as a family-friendly program that by extension strives to be inclusive to all people regardless of their ethnicity, gender, creed, or any other identifying factors in this incredibly diverse world of ours. With that said, some of the films we discuss may contain serious subject matters or have content considered morally objectionable by today's standards. We do not intend to condone or dismiss these aspects of these films, but our primary focus will be on what we believe the film succeeds at, some fun facts, and our personal enjoyment factors of each film. With that said, we hope you enjoy the show.
Can't go north because Murphy's got men coming out of Fort Sumner. He can't go south because he's got Brady coming in. East is no good because he's got John Kinney coming up now.
Let's dance.
Regulators! Let's settle up!
Those are tough boys. Ain't one of them over 21. We don't have a lot of fun now.
All I see are hired thieves.
Get off my property.
You were supposed to serve 11 warrants and expose the ring. Instead, you went out on a rampage.
Get ready for hell.
Law don't talk like that. Objection, Your Honor.
The governor's revoked your deputization powers. You're now wanted by the legitimate law as well as those outside the law. You're being hunted by troops.
Bonnie is believed to be the captain of a deputized gang.
Billy the Kid, huh?
The governor's put a $200 bounty on your head.
Ain't easy having pals.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Tragedy of Cinema podcast. I'm your host, Jimbo.
I'm your co-host, Kyle.
Kyle, today we are doing a movie I picked back from the great 1988 Young Guns.
Awesome.
The funny thing about this one, Kyle, is we've already recorded this once.
I feel a sense of deja vu.
Yeah. We don't like to talk about Bruno. No, we don't like to talk about what happened in the past. So hopefully with a little computer maintenance, it won't happen anymore. So hopefully I'm on the right track.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun.
I mean, hey, racing 2 in 5 years, that's pretty good.
That's really pretty good overall. Yeah, I'm sure other podcasts have certainly done worse. And we will too.
No. Hopefully not.
But no. We've adjusted your process a little bit, and I think we'll be all right from here on out.
All right.
Relatively speaking.
So, Kyle.
You got a question for me?
I do.
All right, Jimbo, give me a question. I'll give you an answer.
This is obviously a, Western / action flick.
Yeah.
Kyle, what is your favorite Western / action flick?
Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah.
No, not the video game.
No, I think it counts. It's a good Western. It's an action flick. There's a lot of drama in there. It's a good story.
No, Kyle.
It's a solid
Did you see
answer.
Jack Black wants to make it a TV show?
He does want to make a TV show. Jack Black shouldn't do that, but I understand why he wants it. That'd be weird. He talks about it because the game's a masterpiece, and it's like, I do think maybe it might be one of the best Westerns ever told, but it probably wouldn't work as a film or a TV show.
Did you ever watch the movie American Outlaws?
No.
Why am I not surprised?
So that's your favorite?
It's pretty good.
Pretty up there.
But no, I like Young Guns. Probably The Magnificent Seven, though, is probably my all-time favorite. Because, I don't like Westerns, so...
Yeah. So that's why it's kind of a hard choice for me, too. That's why it's so easy to say Red Dead Redemption 2. Because it's just that's like 5 seasons of a TV show compressed into a video game. It's really ridiculous how much they put in that.
Kyle, this is a movie podcast, not a video game podcast.
It's an entertainment
Sometimes the
podcast.
lines are blurred for you, isn't it?
Entertainment, baby. I enjoy it all. It's almost like I play video games while I watch movies. all the time.
No. And yes, the two do intertwine, right?
They really do.
All right, Kyle, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah. All right, we're going to cover Young Guns, released on August 12th, 1988, directed by Christopher Kane. Follows the story of a group of young gunmen, led by Billy the Kid, who become deputies to avenge the murder of the rancher who became their benefactor. But when Billy takes their authority too far, they become the hunted outlaws on the run. La, la, la. Dun, dun, dun. This film was written by John Fusco and produced by Christopher Kane and Joe Roth. Composers were Brian Banks and Anthony Murnelli, and cinematographer was Dean Simler. Budget for the film was $13 million in 1988. Judging for inflation, that'd be about $34 million today. Opening weekend, it brought in just $7.1 million. Just for inflation, that'd be about $18.3 million today. But gross worldwide, it made more than its money back at $45.7 million. Just for inflation, Jimbo, that'd be about $119.8 million today. I was going to say $1,000.
$1,000 million.
This movie bombed so hard. No, $1 million. So very good money on that front end there. They made their money back and then some for sure. So a modest success at the very least. And I'm sure they made more money back on VHS sales and later DVDs and Blu-rays, of course. And, digital sales. So good for them on that run. Some of the technical details of this film. This film has a sound mix of Dolby Stereo surround sound. It's a color film. Aspect ratio is 1.85 by 1. The camera uses were the very standard Panaflex cameras and lenses by Panavision. So cool on that ring. And has a film length of 2,923 meters. Some of the awards for the film. We have 1 win and 2 nominations here. For the 1989 Motion Picture Sound Editor Awards, we have a nomination for Best Sound Editing in Effects and Foley for a Domestic Feature Film. And then another nomination here for the Duval Film Festival for the Critics Awards for Christopher Kane's directorial efforts. And then finally we have the 1989 Western Heritage Awards, where we have a win for the Bronze Wrangler Award for a Theatrical Motion Picture. So that covers the award right there. Then moving on to the cast here, we have a really, really star-studded cast here for a young group of folks. A lot of people who just starred in multiple other movies or very least popular TV shows of the era. So we got a big cast here, and I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. We have such actors as Emilio Estevez playing William H. Bonney, better known as Billy the Kid. Emilio. Emilio Estevez, also easily known for such roles as, in The Mighty Ducks, St. Elmo's Fire, or The Breakfast Club, or films like The Way in 2010. So, great actor in his own right there. Many great actors coming up here, too. Next up, we have Kiefer Sutherland playing the role of Doc Scurlock. Kiefer Sutherland was also such films, of course, as The Lost Boys, The Three Musketeers, A Few Good Men, and Stand By Me. And also, of course, the television series 24 for what seems like forever. Part of me thinks that show might still be going on in some weird way, but I don't know. Next up, we have Lou Diamond Phillips playing the role of Chavez. Lou Diamond Phillips, also, of course, in such films as La Bamba and Courage Under Fire in 1996. Then next up, we have Charlie Sheen playing the role of Dick Brewer. Charlie Sheen was also such films as his Major League, Hot Shots, and Men at Work. And, of course, the 2.5 Men Show from 2003 to, I want to say, 2007 or 8 when he got fired, around that kind of time frame. He had a few good seasons, and then very much not. Next up, we have Dermot Mulroney playing the role of Dirty Steve Stevens. Dermot was also in the film My Best Friend's Wedding with good old Adam Sandler there in 1997. And he was also in Scream 6. Then next up, we have Casey... boy, that's a cool last name. Casey Simasco. I'm hoping I got that right. He's playing the role of Charlie Beaudry. Casey was also in the film Stand By Me and 3 O'Clock High.
You ever seen 3 O'Clock High, guy?
Never heard of it, Jimbo. What's it about?
It's about a kid that's at school, and he basically is going to get beat up by a bully. So he's trying, at 3 o'clock, he's like, I'll see you in the parking lot at 3 o'clock. So the whole movie, he's trying to get out of going home early or whatever he can do to get away from getting beat up at 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's funny. Nice. Sounds like a fun movie. Then next up, we have the legendary Terrance Stamp playing the role of John Tunstall. Terrance Stamp, easily most recognized for playing the role of General Zod in Superman 1 and 2.
Before Zod.
And Chancellor Vacorum in Star Wars Phantom Menace. And all such films as The Lemmy in 1999. So cool there, Terrance Stamp. Doing old man roles. Next up, we have Jack Palahniuk playing the role of Murphy. Jack Palahniuk is on such films such as City Slickers and Batman 89 and Hawk the Slayer. Then next up we have Terry O'Quinn playing the role of Alex McSween. Terry O'Quinn was also such shows as he was in the show Lost, where he played the role of John Locke, and he was in the movies Silver Bullet and Mischief.
Did you watch Lost, Kai?
No, I was never a big fan of Lost.
How do you know if you've never watched it?
I tried watching the first few episodes and it just didn't really grab me.
Because you got lost?
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to say I was lost there. I would say I was bored. I'm not a big J.J. Abrams fan, really. I really dislike a lot of his work, actually. That's just... when the day
You're
comes
more of a
where
Michael Bay fan because you need those big explosions to keep you...
Michael Bay is definitely a better director than J.J. Abrams, I'll say that. Michael Bay at least has something to say.
Star Wars is greater than Transformers.
Yeah, I agree.
The J.J. Abrams Star Wars.
J.J. Abrams better than Star Wars.
Than Michael Bay's Transformers.
Gosh. That's a tough call for me, actually.
I know, because big explosions, Kyle's like pretty lights.
Yeah. Shiny metal bits thrown around. Like there's better action shots in Transformers for sure. Actually, I think I'm going to say no. I think I'm going to say the Transformers movies are better than Abrams' Star Wars movies. Yeah. But none of them are as good as Last Jedi.
You had to go there.
So anyways, next up we have Sharon Thomas Kane playing the role of Susan McSween. Sharon Thomas Kane was also in such films as Pure Country and Star Trek III, The Search for Spock in 1984. Then next up we have Jeffrey Blake playing Jay McCloskey. There we go.
Kyle, this isn't even the hard episode with like really, Godzilla names, and here you are.
My lips just aren't working with me right now. Jeffrey Blake was in such films such as The Forrest Gump in 1994. Wow, I'm just messing around a little bit. And The Last Starfighter.
Are you awake today?
No, definitely not. Next up, we have Alice Carter playing Yin Sun. Alice Carter was on such shows as Gross Anatomy in 1989. I assumed to be Grey's Anatomy. I saw the GR, like, cool, it's gray, it's fine. Autocomplete failed me. Gross Anatomy in 1989. I've never heard of that film, or even if it's a film. Could be a TV show for all I know. Brian Keefe plays the role of Buckshot Roberts. Brian Keefe was also such films such as The Parent Trap in 1961. Then next up we have Thomas Calloway playing the role of Texas Joe Grant. Thomas Calloway was also in the show, in the movie Simon and Simon in 1981. What? Jimbo, if you correct every mistake I make, we'll be here all day. Patrick Wayne played the role of Pat Garrett. Patrick Wayne, unfortunately, probably only be as well known as John Wayne's son. Also appeared in the movie The Searchers in 1956. Lisa Baines playing the role of Mallory. Lisa Baines is also in the film Gone Girl in 2014. Next up we have Sam Gawney playing the role of Morton. Sam Gawney was also in the film Silverado in 1985. Then finally I'm going to land here on Cody Palance playing the role of Baker. Cody Palance is also in the film Treasure Island in 1999. I believe that was the... no, that was not the animated film. Treasure Planet was the animated film. Treasure Island, different film. Anyways, that concludes the cast of Young Guns. Jimbo, hit me with some trivia.
Not yet, my friend, because you still have another important part to do in this episode before we get too far out. Kyle, once again, we did receive a review from our good buddy Bond, so I think after that slaughtering of names, I think you need to read the review that Bond left us.
Sarah Bond. Okay, I said Sarah Bond.
What?
Mr. Bond, Jason Bond. Jason Bond wrote a review saying, "Oh no, there goes Tokyo," in relation to our Godzilla review. He said, "Another great episode, guys. Thank you for Godzilla for 70 years of rubber suits and billions in property damage. Bond out." Jason, we thoroughly appreciate your review. And hope to hear more in the future, for sure. Really appreciate having you as a listener.
He's going to be coming on with Eric and I for a Twilight Zone episode, so maybe we can set something up with him to come on a full-length episode with us. Hopefully with some stuff that has some Japanese hard names to pronounce.
Exactly.
So you know, he'd be like...
So he can save me. So he can either save me or let me drown on his own.
I'm gonna send you to name school with Bond so you can learn how to pronounce the names. Oh boy, that sounds like a difficult task. All right, Kyle. So you gave us a quick synopsis of this movie. Do you want to do a quick rundown of the movie in Kyle's words? Because I think you are killing it today, and I just have to hear what you have to say for a movie synopsis summary.
Yeah, I mean, no secret. Emilio Estevez is Billy the Kid, the main character of the story, and after committing a crime, he is taken in by Terrance Stamp's character, John Turnstall, who is basically a
safe haven.
A safe haven, yes, for mischievous and general ne'er-do-wells. And he's kind of a nice guy who actually fosters them and like builds them up to be better men. But before he can do that, he is brutally murdered by another old actor. Was it Terry O'Quinn's character? I forget which actor it was.
And it was at that time Clark Gable pulled up.
Exactly. But after being brutally murdered by another a Mr. Bad Businessman, Billy the Kid and the rest of his band of misfits decided to become deputized regulators. And
mount up.
Yeah, mount up. And proceed to go on a killing rampage of all that guy's men. And then...
Because they were only supposed to take them in, right?
They were only supposed to take them in into the law, to have them being judged by the actual authorities, not these, miscreants.
Because I think that's where Billy the Kid started going crazy.
That's where he goes too far. So yeah, Billy Kid basically takes this gang and basically goes on a killing rampage of all the people that responsible for murdering his benefactor, basically, and proceeds to have the authorities start chase after him there, and then he becomes like kind of high on his own fame, if you will, and starts believing he's almost unkillable. And they proceed to get surrounded at one point near the end of the film, and they have this harrowing escape scene full of action and gunfights.
It's really cool.
There. And at the end of the film, Billy the Kid manages to kill Mr. Bad Businessman Boy, and they ride off into the sunset. And then we get in the kind of an epilogue spoken by Kiefer Sutherland's Doc Skurlock, telling the fate of all the characters.
Yeah.
So
you did better than I thought you were going to do there, Kyle. So
exactly. Kyle Zahner did not as bad as I thought he'd do.
For once. But this episode isn't over, so just
kind of all right-ish.
So here we go. Let's talk a little bit about the trivia. So in one scene, Billy reads a report that claims he is a lefty and replies, "I ain't left-handed." This is a reference to films, books, and media wrongly claiming that Billy the Kid was left-handed based on a tintype photograph of him. Tintypes produce a reversed image, making Billy look like he used his left hand to shoot. And I think one of the funniest scenes of this movie is where he goes to the bar, and he's at the bar, and that one guy's sitting there, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to kill me Billy the Kid," or whatever. There's a big reward on him, He's like, "Can I see your gun?"
Can I see your gun? Takes all the bullets out, gets his gun back. "Hey, I found Billy the Kid," looks in a mirror.
"Where's he at?"
He's right there in the glass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff.
In the final battle, on a day he wasn't shooting, Emilio Estevez dressed as a bad guy and fought along with them, so... maybe that's where he was locked in the trunk, and he's like, "I could be a bad guy during this.
I can do whatever I want. Nothing bad will ever happen to me."
When the men are going through the Indian village, Doc is in the front of the group with a cover on his face. It's a stand-in for Kiefer Sutherland, who had left the set that morning due to the birth of his child. So, congrats, Kiefer.
Excuses. Just the birth of your first child.
I don't know if it was his first one. It just says the birth of his child.
Birth of one of your kids, whatever.
Because I think that's what that show 24 is about, right?
Yeah,
24 kids.
It's 24 kids, exactly. It's a story of one man raising his 24 children.
James Horner wrote the film's original score, which was rejected for sounding too Irish. The producers...
I'm sorry. That just got me off guard.
You know what's funny is you've already heard all these notes before, so I think you forgot a lot of them, right?
About them, that's true.
The producers at Christopher Cade wanted a more traditional Western score, although it ended up sounding a lot more modern with its rock music influence and use of electric instruments.
Did. Oh my god!
I wonder if there was like bagpipes.
They'll never take our freedom.
This is Sparta.
Exactly.
Dialogue by Casey Siemaszko's character is sampled in the 1994 hip-hop song Regulate by Warren G. and Nate Dogg. According to the DVD commentary, Siemaszko had no clue that had happened and never heard of the song.
It's amazing. The song's amazing for it, really.
There is a cameo of the great legendary country singer Randy Travis. He is the person operating the Gatling gun, which is towards the end of the film.
Yeah, sure enough, that's what he's uncredited as, Gatling gun operator. He was also in Deep Impact in 1988.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fun fact.
In the audio commentary, Casey Siemaszko's reveals the prostitute Charlie goes to see was actually a longer scene. At the end of the scene, he tells the guys the woman was his mother. So that adds a little bit more
sadness to the scene.
That scene is really sad.
Sad and a little bit weird.
In the film, Billy's gang, the Regulators, has 6 members. In real life, there were 11, including George Coe, a good friend of John Tunstall. A few members of the Hells Angels Motor Club were used as extras in the bar scene when the group goes to arrest Henry Hill. They were also used as extra security during the shooting of the final battle that crowds of onlookers were getting too big.
Couldn't think of a better group to cast, really. Can you guys hang out in a bar for a few hours? Yeah. Can we?
Will we? Patrick,
for this.
We'll pay you to do it. Patrick Wayne plays Pat Garrett. His father, John Wayne, starred in Chisholm, another movie about the Lincoln County War.
County, there we go.
Not country, county.
Jimbo, you gotta step it up. You can't mispronounce it.
That feature Pat Garrett and Lincoln. Well, if you'd write your handwriting so I could read it better.
Using my words against me, how dare you?
Especially when I typed them out. So. Emilio Estevez was very depressed throughout the shoot because he had recently broken up with his girlfriend. One night, Lou Diamond Phillips decided to play a prank on him in an effort to cheer him up. Phillips had the wardrobe department put makeup on a sheep, dress it up, and put it in Emilio's room.
Your new girlfriend.
And he probably went, ew.
Believe this. You guys.
That was bad. Boy, we could stay there all day.
Terrible.
When Billy has Doc write a letter to the governor, Emilio Estevez wanted to make it look like he was making the speech off the top of his head, so the crew made a cue card for him to read. His eyes move while he is reciting the speech.
Good stuff.
During the shootout at the bar, the ammo blanks were packed with ceramic plaster for a louder sound. While filming the scene, pieces of hot plaster were hitting the actors. Emilio Estevez was actually hit in the face, causing filming to stop for a short period while he got checked over. Dermot Mulroney was also shot in the shoulder blade.
He's got 2 sides of him. It's fine. Nothing like hot plaster being blasted in your face with a gun.
Well, I better not say that.
I wouldn't know.
I better not say that.
He would know. Oh, gosh.
Well, I was going to say, you had instances like The Crow.
Oh, yeah.
And what was Rust or whatever that movie was.
Oh, yeah.
This could go to a dark place real quick.
And get whiplash from the crossover there.
Charlie Sheen was reportedly a terrible horse rider. He couldn't keep his balance on the horse and fell off it several times. His horse took off after the shootout with Henry Hill, and he had no clue how to make it stop. Now,
I wonder if he blamed the horse the whole time.
That's what I was saying. Is he a terrible horse rider, or was he a little, World may never know.
Exactly right.
The term regulators was applied to any private armed security force usually hired by cattle, oil, or railroad barons. Their primary function was to prevent the theft of their employers' property, but they also served as a muscle to enforce their employer's will. They were most often Civil War veterans who either enjoyed that kind of work or had no other marketable skills.
That's crossover too. They like the work and also nothing else better to do.
But don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
At 21 years old, Kiefer Sutherland was the youngest of the Outlaws. This was Alice Carter's first movie. These days, she's an acting teacher.
That's cool.
Baker, the guy who gets knifed, is Jack Palance's son, Cody Palance. So that was Cody Palance, Jack Palance, not Jack Palanor or whatever you said.
Oh, Jack Palance. Okay.
I was trying to look at it, but it was upside down. I couldn't really see what you said. And I said, Kyle, I think you missed that one. So.
Okay, you fixed it. All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. Fans often ask the actors if they really did peyote. It was actually cream of mushroom soup.
That's funny.
Lou Diamond Phillips kept his buffalo skin jacket as a memento. That's a cool jacket.
That's what I would keep it too. I bet it's real comfy.
If you come to our live show, maybe Kyle will be Lou Diamond Phillips from Young Guns with the buffalo jacket and the mullet. You never know.
He's really comfortable. And I can pull off a mullet, let me tell you.
And an afro at the same time. It's really weird.
Call it Mofro. It's also a Lord of the Rings character. Mofro Baggins.
Oh, boy. Kyle, did you do some peyote on the way?
How could you stop me, Jimbo?
None of the movie's fight scenes were choreographed. The actors just improvised. The cast joked around all the time, including making fun of how Charlie Sheen pronounced Billy. At night, the actors would actually get together to play music and sing. When they were drunk, which I'm pretty sure was probably all the time, they'd make Lou Diamond sing La Bamba, as he had played Richie Valens in La Bamba. So it was so cold in one scene, the stuntman playing Tunstall was hurt just hitting the frozen ground.
Ow. Oh, I bet that would hurt a lot.
Lou Diamond Phillips moves so slowly on the 30-foot high cliff because he is afraid of heights.
Fair enough. Same.
Some of the actors rode so fast that Christopher Kane yelled at them for being dangerous. Lou Diamond Phillips recalled, "It was the one day when he was sort of chastised us for being young." When they were learning to ride, the actors played tag on horseback in the sand. The bathtub had to be dug by hand in the middle of New Mexico. Because it was winter, they had to pour buckets of hot water into it between takes.
Oh, gosh. Sounds miserable.
Sounds bad.
Yeah.
There is a cameo by none other than one of Kyle's favorite actors, Tom Cruise.
Mr. Cruise himself.
He is the fourth person shot when Charlie burst out of the house shooting at around 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 18 seconds. Cruise was on set one day, and the director thought it would be great to get him on the movie. He dressed Cruise as a soldier, complete with false mustache and sideburns, and filmed the climatic battle. And he's like, "Hey, Tom Cruise can't hurt the ratings."
Exactly. Yeah. No reviewer ever like, "Man, I just wish Tom Cruise wasn't in it."
And then you see him shoot him, and he's like, you hear the music, dun 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 dun.
Gets back up again, starts running again.
Mission Impossible.
Only if I can run really fast.
And no actor is taller than me.
Exactly, no actor taller than me.
In a 2016 meet and greet interview with Lou Diamond Phillips, he revealed that Sean Penn was originally offered the role of Billy, and Patrick Swayze was offered the role of Dick Brewer.
Oh, both those actors have been pretty cool for the role.
Yeah, well, due to legal troubles at the time, Penn wasn't able to accept the role. Swayze wasn't interested in doing an ensemble movie, as he had done several movies with the Brat Pack, and he was trying to get away from that.
I get it.
It's been really cool, though.
Next
of Kin's a really good movie.
He would have been a shoo-in for the role.
Did you see Next of Kin he was in?
Next of Kin? Not
That's
recently.
A really good movie, too. Lawrence Murphy is depicted as the main antagonist in the movie, but in reality, he was terminally ill with cancer and was out of the picture before the Lincoln County War began. Before retiring to a hospital in Santa Fe, he sold all of his business interest in Lincoln to his aggressive young partner, Jimmy Dolan, who, like John Tunstall, was only in his mid-20s. It was Dolan who directed the activities of the faction known as the House during the conflict.
Oh, okay. So a little bit of revisionist history there going on.
Lauren G. and Nate Dogg read the dialogue from the beginning of the film from their 1994 song Regulate. Regulators, we regulate any stealing of his property, and we're doing good, too. But if you can't be any geek off the street, so Kyle's out, you got to be handy with the still, if you know what I mean. And he doesn't mean forks and knives, Kyle.
Pistol.
Regulators. Mount up. In a recent Michael Rosenbaum Inside of You podcast, Kiefer Sutherland, have you ever listened to any of that?
No.
They're really good.
Which one? What's the podcast again?
Michael Rosenbaum Inside of You. Those that don't know, that's Lex Luthor from Smallville.
Oh, right. Max. I've seen clips of that on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I've listened to a couple of them. They're really good. I listened to the John Glover one and another one. Mm-hmm. But Kiefer Sutherland admitted the first thing the studio shot for this movie was the trailer, which of course means the trailer featured scenes not actually in the movie. Sutherland said back in the 80s that was pretty standard.
I actually think I prefer that for the time too. You know, like filming a trailer just for the trailer's sake and actually setting a mood piece so like you know what to expect when you walk in. But you're like, fooled you. There's none of this is in the movie. None of this in the movie. But also, I hate when I just get the full movie in a trailer.
Yeah, it's true. When Billy the Kid is at the bar talking with Texas Joe Grant about 70 minutes into the movie, Texas Joe says that Billy the Kid is left-handed and whistles sad ballads. Yet when Texas Joe is shot and killed by Billy the Kid about a minute later, he is using his right hand. So you got to go back to the article where Billy the Kid states, "I ain't left-handed" in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
According to Dermot Mulroney, Emilio Estevez wore shoe lifts throughout the shoot. More specifically, cowboy boot lifts. They're clearly visible during the first act, Lincoln County Nightmare festivities, while Billy is dancing and the camera pans down to his boots.
I wonder if they're even like more like stiletto slanted or something like that too.
Well, I think it was the Magnificent Seven where what's their names?
Dewey, Gooey, and
no,
Stewie
but
and...
the Yul Brynner and Charlton Heston or Steve McCool, whoever's in it, that they would actually try to one-up the other by being taller because that was a thing that was...
By the end of the film, they're all 9 feet tall. Or 10-gallon hats.
Contrary to popular belief, Billy the Kid's real name was not William H. Bonney. His real name was Henry McCarty. Bonney was one of his many aliases. Lou Diamond Phillips stated in a recent podcast himself, Emilio Estevez and a few other cast members were in a huge prank war throughout the movie shoot. Phillips stated that Estevez is a master prankster. It started the war during the first days of pre-shooting. According to him, Estevez had sent the cast members a care package under the guise of being from the studio. But inside the package was a letter thanking them for doing the movie and a box. Inside the box was cow manure. Shortly after the cast members Estevez was in on it, and that it was nonstop who can outdo the other and vice versa.
It is no surprise at all. A bunch of 20-somethings were pranks on each other nonstop, and the cow manure trick is hilarious.
It was revealed in the commentary in the final battle. The third cowboy who was shot and killed after they start to escape the house was played by Roger Kane, Dean Kane's brother, and director Chris Kane's son. You know who Dean Kane is?
Dean Kane is... Oh, wait, he's another actor, and he was in... Oh, what was he in? Jimbo.
Lois and Clark. He was Superman.
Yep, thank you.
Jeez. The movie budget was reportedly
I was on the right track.
was reportedly between $11 to $12 million. John Fusco had stated in an interview, due to the budget being lower than usual, they had to hire non-union workers to build the sets.
Scabs.
As a result of this, many adolescent males with substance abuse problems were recruited for the construction of the sets in towns. However, Fusco stated no incident occurred while the construction was taking place. So,
Charlie Sheen got in the room.
On one hand, on one hand, they used non-workers, but on the other hand, they did help substance abuse problem males. So I guess...
Oh, okay. Win some, lose some.
Yeah, take the good, you take
History
the bad,
is complicated.
then you have the facts of life. Jack Palance and Terrance Stamp both appeared as villains in 2 iconic superhero movies. Kyle, what were they?
So we got Superman, and then we have... And what was the other actor again?
Jack Palance.
Jack Palance. Oh, gosh, what else was he in, Jimbo? Tell me.
He was in Tim Burton's Batman, and Terrance Stamp played Zod in Superman.
Oh, he played a bad guy, though. So he was just a goon, or was he an actual villain? He must have been a goon. Okay.
You tell me.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Well, it's from the original Batman. So.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Charlie Beaudry was a real historical figure spelled as Charlie in the credits, however. In the movie, he dies. In real life, he survived until a gunfight at Stinking Springs, New Mexico. That was depicted in Young Guns 2.
What a name for a place, right?
He was
where do you live? Stinking Springs. Jeez.
He was laid to rest in the old Fort Sumner Cemetery. 7 months later, Billy the Kid was laid to rest beside him in Tom Fuller.
No.
Womp, womp, womp. In the final battle preparations, Kiefer Sutherland had to put on a squib blood plaque vest underneath his clothes. The rig was supposed to be triggered by Sutherland himself by pressing a hidden button. The whole rig took an hour to set up. When it was time to shoot the scene, Sutherland got on his horse and accidentally pressed the trigger, popping all of the blood packs. Setting the rig up again took another hour.
I wonder if you can get those on Amazon or something like that, too. I bet that'd be really fun to try at least once.
I bet it would hurt.
No, I don't think... I think it'd be
with
worth
you
it,
setting it up?
I bet it would feel like a bit of a punch, but it wouldn't feel that bad. And then you get a huge plate messing it all over you, and I think it would look great.
At our live show, Kyle would be
I'm just saying, I bet it would make for a good TikTok. That's what I'm saying.
When Murphy arrives at the siege of McSween's house, he is told that 30 men are hiding in the house. While this might be taken to be an obvious exaggeration within the film's story, this is also a nod to the historical Battle of Lincoln. More than 30 regulators and their allies were pinned down across the town, with the majority hiding inside Alex McSween's home. In real life, Dirty Steve Stevens survived the Lincoln County War. He left Lincoln after the conflict, announcing his intention to relocate to Denver, Colorado, and then disappeared. His ultimate fate and final resting place remains unknown.
A mystery.
And, of course, last but not least, the old ground beef was used for McCluskey's brains.
Nice. Never go wrong with good old ground beef.
So, Kyle, tell us your thoughts and feelings on Young Guns.
Jimbo, I'm kind of bored to tears with this movie. I'm a little bit bored to tears with this movie.
Bored you watched it twice?
If only I watched it twice. I think I'm on like 4th or 5th at this point. Because I had to watch it twice, like multiple times. I watched it twice each time because each time I watched it, I was like, what happened again? Because I completely, like, I lost interest in the show every time I get like 5 minutes into it. Yeah, this movie's probably a 6 out of 10 for me. It's above average. It's okay. It's got an all-star cast that do passable enough roles, I guess. They sell it well enough. But there's nothing there that feels substantial to me.
You woke up this morning and chose violence, didn't you?
Exactly.
Well, actually, you didn't sleep last night and chose violence.
I didn't sleep last night and chose violence. That's the reality of it. And, overall, this film... pretty darn boring, and I wouldn't revisit it if it wasn't for this podcast, honestly. Might be worth watching once, and if you're a fan of any of these actors, worth watching once for their whole filmography. But in general, the whole film itself...
So if you want me to make an accident in deleting this episode, please email thetragedy@gmail.com. So Kyle will have to watch it again in a couple weeks.
I feel like completely passable. It's like I'm going to forget it after today again. Just because there's nothing to it for me at all. Nothing to record, nothing to remember. Be like, oh man, if like that scene made it the whole movie worth it. Like there was nothing like that in this film. So overall, I can't say I really care for this film, and I'm kind of done with it. I'm happy to be done with it now. Assuming this is going to be the last recording I'm going to do of it, because I'm not going to do a third.
But you might do the sequel.
Exactly. Yeah, I might do the sequel. The sequel could be better. How can it be worse? No, it's really not that bad. It's perfectly fine and serviceable, but there's nothing about it that actually strikes me as like, oh, this is a great movie worth watching. It's more like, this is a movie that will occupy time. It's a radio play, in my opinion. You could watch it while you're doing something else and be perfectly served by it. So that's what it is for me, and maybe other people will have a different opinion. They'll think it's better, but that's where I kind of stand. Jimbo, leave people on a good note and tell me what you think.
Well, Kyle, as you know, and many of the audience knows, I do not like Westerns. Mm-hmm. However, if you're going to do a Western, this is how you do a Western. You got to keep me entertained. You got to keep me on my toes. And with the star-studded cast that there was, I think the underlying subplots of this, where Kiefer Sutherland's character falls in love with
China.
With the ladies. I guess she was an escort to the big bad guy, and you never knew what Billy the Kid, because you thought maybe that his posse was going to turn on him. And you had Lou Diamond Phillips where he's throwing the knives around. I thought that was fun. Terrance Stamp, outstanding performance. His death scene's pretty heartbreaking. It's just, I think it was a great cast. I think they all hit their marks. It kept me entertained. But I agree with you that it's, when you're a kid and watch this, it hits different. Mm-hmm. So I think after going back and revisiting it, because I was, 11 years old when this came out, or close to it, to me, it's probably a 7 out of 10, I would say. It's good, but it's not great, especially with the cast that it had. So, but I do think you should watch it at least once, especially if you like Westerns and if you like history. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Now, do they take liberties with it? Of course, it's a movie, but I think the soundtrack's killer.
The soundtrack's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say the soundtrack's really good.
Legitimately kind of awesome. Yeah, it's definitely not at all a Western what if we put rock music in a Western? Like, yeah, you should do that. That's a cool idea.
Yeah,
more movies should do that.
Has some bangers in it.
It's a ballsy move.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So, if you'd like to reach us, we are the Tragedy of Cinema Podcast at gmail.com. You want to join us on the Facebook group? Head on over there. We do a lot of fun stuff on there. We're going to be putting up a poll to see what people want Kyle to dress up for as our live show. We're not giving him an option.
Well, we're going to roll a few options
we'll
around.
give you a few options, and then Kyle will pick one of the options, and or based upon what the audience demands. In October, you can see Kyle and pictures of him. If you want to get your tickets, they are free. Just reach out to us. I'll put something on the Facebook. The only thing we are asking for, I think it's October 26th or 27th, this Saturday.
I believe, yeah.
We're asking for a canned donation. Jackie from the Boone County Jail and Distillery is looking into if she's getting with the Heart of Lebanon to see what the shelter needs. So it may depend on that, and then if not, then we are going to be doing something for the Humane Society or Animal Shelter down there.
Yeah.
So one way or the other, it's basically going to be a free live show, but we're just asking for something to help the community out, which is great.
Charity-wise, charitable donations-wise. And as we get more details, we will update those on the Facebook pages, of course, and all social media pages we have. We'll update kind of information on that. So it'll be good.
Good for you, Kyle. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Good.
You didn't mispronounce any of those words.
Yeah. First time for everything, right?
Well, it's not over. So with that being said, I think this episode's coming to a close, and that's a wrap.
And cut. Let the record show I'm right-handed.